What's going on, guys? My name is Bear Degidio. I'm sitting here with the greatest co-host of all time, possibly the greatest MMA recap team in the history of recap and analysts of all analyzing of all data when it comes to fighting. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, the greatest streamer to ever grace the camera, Rampage Jackson.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Rampage, it's always good to have you back in the studio. And ladies and gentlemen, the greatest bantamweight of all time, possibly top 10 greatest fighter of all time. And if you ask me, I would say probably the most knowledgeable MMA athlete in the history of knowledge, TJ Dillashaw.
Yeah.
Thanks, dog.
Play with my name. Just threw a bottle of Purell at your head because the way you was talking was filthy. TJ Dillashaw, good to have you back in the studio.
Thanks, dude.
I
It's always
spent
good to be
2
here.
days with him in Dallas.
Oh, for
First
real?
time I felt
Well,
like I was on a team trip.
You left town?
Yeah, we
I
brought
know,
the
right?
entire team. 24 hours. We brought the entire Santo studio.
Where was my
Jackson.
where was my invite?
You were live streaming, brother.
Where's
You
my
had
invite?
a lot on
I
your hands.
could have streamed in Dallas.
Not a chance. There was no Wi-Fi. I asked if they had Wi-Fi outside. They said no. I said, well, then Rampage won't come. He'll be very moody if we try to bring him to a place with no Wi-Fi.
Wow,
You just got to
I
get
never
one of
did.
them Starlinks you carry around on a backpack.
I have one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. When
I
he
went
wears
all
it,
in.
it's purple, and everybody goes backpack, all
Nice.
around. They all call him Dora the Explorer.
No, they don't.
Bro, when
Not true.
I've been helping out at the high school doing strength and conditioning for Dillashaw High School, and I go onto campus, all the kids now are walking around with like little kid backpacks, like Paw Patrol and Barbie. Like it's like a thing right now, like these like Paw Patrol backpacks on high school kids.
Bro, times have changed. Times have changed. I noticed that when that God damn it, CTE moment. That movie came out with the fuck it. Never mind.
No, I got to know now.
Okay. I'm gonna get it. Get it. When that pretty boy from that movie, he was in Bear's favorite movie.
Oh, Brokeback Mountain?
No, his second one, Magic Mike. What's that?
Oh, Magic Mike?
What's
yeah.
that? What's that?
Channing Tatum?
Yeah, Channing Tatum, and he teamed up with that fat guy.
Jonah Hill,
Oh, Jonah Hill.
22 Jump Street.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
When they went back to high
Oh,
school,
yes.
and the nerds was cool and shit.
Yes.
I was like, they hitting on something. Times have changed.
Yep. Like all these backpacks up here, dude. These are all like the ones the kids are walking around. Like if you don't have like a little kid backpack, you're not in
Well,
the
I can
group.
see Rampage with a Paw Patrol, the way he like
Fuck off.
roll around with all those
Fuck
little
off.
all
I'd
those
actually be
little
pretty
kittens.
hard, dude.
No,
All those
You
little
would-
kittens Rampage rolls around with.
no, I don't do that. My backpack
He
is
had
a
that
bit
girl say
bougie.
meow on the live stream. I could see all that. You
I got
know
a
what I'm
bougie backpack. People make fun of me. I got that Christian Louboutin backpack. I love it. I love that company.
saying? You are
I got a bougie one too. Mine's a Santo backpack.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Santo Studio. We took over Dallas. We shut down the street. We had the Concrete Cowboys, Ryan Sheckler, Twitch doing wheelies. It
I wasn't there, so do I care?
Bro, it was wild.
Well, you're a
though.
partner in the brand, so you should care.
But I wasn't invited though.
We couldn't afford to get kicked out of the hotel. Last time I traveled with you, I almost went to jail.
That's not true.
Bro, they paid to shut down a whole street, and they got Concrete Cowboys doing a show for all the Nordstrom's buyers. It was dope.
Bro, I've been looking at the stream stuff like that. Wow.
You wouldn't have appreciated it. It was crazy. It was wild. There was girls everywhere. It's not your style.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think that's why he didn't
Next
invite
time we
me.
hire
You
all the
would've stole
male
'em all.
trainers and they're all with their shirts off, showing off their pecs, we'll make sure to invite you, brother. We know your style. We don't ever want to put you in a
Loco,
situation.
why you laughing at that, Loco? That wasn't even funny.
Come on, man.
He gets paid to do it.
Yeah.
He gets paid to laugh at
Yeah,
his jokes.
he's Bear's personal laugh track.
So that's crazy to say it like that. That's crazy.
It's true.
So there's a few things that we got to jump right into. First of all, after the last recap, the people are excited, ecstatic at the same times, and thrilled and engulfed in the content. But they love hearing what TJ Dillashaw has to say about the technique and about the breakdown.
What they got to do with golf, though?
Engulfed. That means
Yeah,
to
we're
be
not playing.
encompassed and enclosed in something of mature nature or excitement.
I got nothing to do with golf?
Not at all.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. So basically what's ended up happening is we want to make sure that we go into detail. So TJ Dillashaw during the podcast will be showing the technique here. If one more person comments, why don't you guys show what you're watching on the screen? I might just break all the screens in here. Let me explain to you guys something. We can't show it to you because we keep getting flagged. So there's no way for us to do it. We don't have the rights from the UFC, so we can't. So if you guys keep commenting that, it's going to drive me nuts.
If we do get the rights, are you able to?
Yes.
Why you don't call Uncle Dana?
Call Uncle Dana. I do not want to call Uncle Dana until I know that Uncle Dana is ready to talk to me. Because I went to the UFC PI and I walked in and I walked right to his office. And
I
they
don't
were
think
like,
you talking to him probably is the best idea.
No.
Yeah.
Me either.
Yeah. You not talking to him either?
No. Are you cool with Dana?
No, I think you should DM him and say, Dana, we got the show called The Jackson Podcast.
Well, yeah, dude, they're going to drop a documentary about it here soon, right? So we'll be like, hey, like this podcast we're doing, it's all about the UFC. you know, and how great you do a
I
good
don't
job
run ads.
promoting it.
I don't accept sponsors.
Yeah.
We do it strictly for the team. You guys could check the ads accounts. So, but I definitely want
That's
to
a
make sure
plan.
you guys know as we're doing this podcast, we will be doing a lot of breakdowns. And just so everybody understands, the Jackson podcast is on this YouTube channel. There's another channel called Jackson Sports. That's with the show with Twitch, and it's all about moto, skate, surf. And then we have the Jackson Behind the Brand, which is basically a day in the life of everything that goes on here throughout the week. And we show a lot of Rampage Jackson content similar to this video right here, which is, you know.
Let's not show
This
this.
is funny though, dude.
No, honestly, I couldn't pronounce his name though.
You know, I got a lot of things I want to do. I got these finger painting things.
You a finger painter?
Yeah, I am now.
You did do it on stream.
Yeah, I said I kept my word. I said once I retire, I'm gonna do finger paint. But what the problem was, my fingers are too fat. So
You can't do like a fine line. Fine line.
What'd you paint with your finger?
I don't know, but people said it looked like it belongs in Taco Bell, whatever it came out to be.
Oh, Gordita Crunches.
Yeah, it was hideous, but
Just
it came.
just like
I
the
saved
girls
it.
you like. Mhm.
I saved it. I painted it black over it, and I started back again. I saved it.
Nice.
Look at Frank Mir's face. Okay, this is the greatest weigh-in of all time. You and John Jones, but you flipped the script on him, and you went butt to cheek on this one. That's crazy. What were you thinking?
That is
going?
good.
No, he didn't want to stare down.
He never does.
But you backed it up to him.
I wasn't thinking like
That's
that.
crazy.
I wasn't thinking
That's
like
crazy.
I've never understood why guys don't want to like look at someone.
that. That's the first fight, right?
Did you see
Between the
John
guys.
Silva look at his wife before the fight?
What?
Oh my God. I'm going to show you one of the craziest things you've ever seen in your life. You want to see someone looking at someone? Look at this thing right
TJ,
here.
have you ever brought your wife to your locker room before your fight and stuff?
Not to my locker room before the fight. No. Yeah.
I never done anything like that
I
either.
could imagine.
It's too intense in my locker
Rampage,
room.
I heard that you were choking your chicken one time backstage before a fight. Let me just show you. Yeah, that's hey.
What goes through your mind?
Everyone's got to get ready somehow.
No, I've
Yes,
never,
thank you.
I've never done that. I've never even came remotely close to that. I don't even shake it that much before my fight when I pee.
That's like seriously the last thing on your mind.
The last thing on my
Yeah.
mind.
Why?
Yeah. Bro, you're about to go into a cage in front of millions of people and fight another grown man. It's like that's the last thing.
Yeah, you're
you're
not
thinking
horny at
about.
all at that
You're
moment.
thinking about just destroying someone
Not destroying pussy. Fuck wrong with you, man?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what you're into these
because he's
days.
not into pussy. Is why.
I don't know what you're into these
Might be
days.
facts.
Bro, I'm trying to find the clip. I don't know where it's at, but basically John Silva, while he's getting ready to walk out, he like stares down his wife.
His own wife?
His own wife. It was crazy. I've never seen anything like this. And he tried to stare down Bruce Buffer.
Was this his first main event?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's been on a skyrocket, man. He's been.
I think that's, sometimes people deal with that differently than other fighters.
The pressure.
That pressure, and it's like it's like a big ordeal. You gotta, when you fight, you gotta, like say you fighting for the belt or you fighting in the main event, you gotta push all those emotions to the side. Like
Yeah.
it's just a normal fight.
Yeah.
You gotta get in that mindset.
Or use them. I like to use them and let it like I don't know. For me, it was a lot more fun.
I know, but your mind, ever since I've been doing these podcasts with you and learning from what you said, I think your mind is stronger than the average fighter. I like to believe that I had like a strong mind as well when I fight, but your takes on things, I can tell like your mind is like in a different place, and a lot of people don't be there. So you can probably use something like that, but other people, it'll be like, oh, I'm the main event. I'm the main event.
Yeah.
This was
Absolutely, yeah.
this was before the fight. This is what
Oh,
he
like
was doing.
was she in his corner?
Yeah, she was in his corner. That's his secret
Oh,
weapon.
that's
I heard.
wild.
Yeah.
Is she always in his corner?
I don't know, but he stared her down, and then I thought he was going to beat up Bruce Buffer the way he was staring at Bruce Buffer. Did you see that? He walked over to him, but then I realized it was like out of a sign of respect.
No, you just trying to talk shit because he beat your ass when he was here. I'm like,
I love John Silva, but he lost. But we'll talk about that.
No,
It
no,
was
no.
a sick fight.
He's a great fighter.
One of the
He just
best
got
fights
caught.
of the year.
It happens to us all.
We're going to talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk
Look
about
right
it.
here. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Look at this right here. Rampage ready, trying to jump the script. Look
Well,
at
I'm
this.
just saying.
He's about to cry. He's emotional for
Yeah,
this.
he's
I didn't watch. I only watched the fights. I didn't watch it live. I watched the Terrence Crawford fight.
He is finna cry.
Crazy, right?
Bro,
I've never seen a fighter do that.
I mean, either not like get that emotional. This weekend was awesome. All the fights were free. Like the Terrence Crawford fight was on YouTube or on Netflix, and this was a free fight. I can't wait for the Paramount deal to go down. So it's always like that.
That's a big deal for UFC.
Yeah, but you know what? We got to think about this though. In his country, UFC is way bigger than it is in our country.
Oh yeah.
So that probably was like a huge achievement.
Because they don't have basketball stars. I mean, they got soccer, football, right?
Yeah.
Well,
football.
I want to jump right into this off the break. One of our very own, a kid that Coach Perillo has been raving and ranting about, who I've seen put in the time. He drives across the border like 3 times a week to train here. Yeah, that's why they call him Border Boy. And he shows up with about 25 kids in this one car. Down in Tijuana or in San Diego, Tijuana, I think half and half. And his story is phenomenal. And this kid looks like Clark Kent. When he takes the glasses off, he's a completely different guy.
Yeah.
And his name's Santiago Luna. Santiago Luna is 7-0. Going into this fight, he was 6-0. And Coach Perillo really said that there's something special about this kid. Sweet. Coach Perillo went and cornered him in San Diego. Coach Perillo, the famous, UFC MMA coach who cornered BJ Penn, Michael Bisping, Luke Rockhold,
one of the best.
Cheeto Vera, one of the best ever. And he really, I gotta say this about Coach Perillo. He really did not have to go out of his way the way he did for this kid, but he saw something special in him. He brought him to Jackson Santos studio. He's been training here in the cage, down here at Cheetos in the gym. And this kid just put on one of the most spectacular performances we've ever seen for a debut UFC fighter. Wayne, you want to roll the clip?
I thought he was going to get pieced up when it started, bro. He got clipped 3 times. Homeboy Lee looked lights out with his striking. Couldn't miss in the beginning. Like, clipped him 3 times. But Luna was very smart about getting in on a shot, putting the guy to his back, made him have to scramble to his feet because it really slowed him down. Like, he was still aware there enough to get the fight to the ground, knew that wasn't where he was going to win, was on his feet, and so was able to bum rush into the ground, and that really slowed Lee down. You can see after he got up, and his strikes just didn't look the same. Like, this is after he got up. You got to go back. You got to go to the beginning.
Why they call the Asian guy Border Boy? He don't look like a boy.
No, Santiago
Luna. Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah. Bro, if you go back to the beginning of the fight, like, just lights out Lee with his strikes every single time. He was wide open with punches. That right hand right there almost got him too. But, dude, Luna's stellar. Great performance. He's young, shined in front of the lights. I thought he looked great.
So right here, like what TJ's saying, TJ on this TV over here.
Yeah.
So you could see right when the fight started, he catches him with, I believe it was a left hook, right?
Go back to the beginning.
Yep.
So I can see it. Yeah, left hook. Check left hook as he comes in.
Yep.
He comes in with his chin a little bit too high. Right, boom, check hook. Didn't just got him off balance. Right, it rocked him, and then this left kick looks pretty nice as well too. Boom, only toes. Then he catches him again, another right hand, but they're going to show it. But after he took him down and Lee worked his way back up to his feet, you can see how much slower he is.
And then Luna catches him with a beautiful left hook to the chin.
Yep.
And Luna's been working on his striking with Perillo. They do a lot of sparring with Cheeto and Nick Maximov and Mackenzie Dern, actually. And Luna's also been doing some sparring over here. I've had Coach Yogi tell me how phenomenal he is at striking. And obviously he's green, he's young, but look at the potential.
He's only got 7 fights and he's on a main card.
But the potential this kid's going to have is unbelievable. Look at him celebrate. Look how much it means to him with that Mexican audience and fan
He needs
base.
to work on his defense, though. I'm sorry to say it.
I was going to say the same thing. His chin's a little too high.
Yeah, and
he stands a little too tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, hey, TJ, real quick. When people say your chin's being too high, can you kind of just show that for the people who don't know MMA?
Well, it depends how you hold your hands, and it's in the exchanges. It's not just when he's standing there. It's when he's throwing his punches, right? So my arm don't work, but when he's throwing his left hook, he's not keeping his right hand up as high, and his chin's too high, right? You got to be tucked underneath your shoulders. To where if I'm going to land a left hook, my hand's got to be up, my chin's got to be under my shoulder here when I'm landing this. When I'm in the exchange, I'm in this close distance. Out here, yeah, be like this. Have your hands out here, move around, flash. When I'm in close and I'm throwing a combo, so I'm throwing my left hook, I want my shoulder to be covering my chin, my right hand's up, I'm hunkered down a little bit, right? Rather than looking for the punches, because now you're able to get clipped, and his hand's a little bit low on the other side, he's going to get clipped. But he's fast, he's technical, he looked great. Just don't like Rampage says, the only thing you got to work on is his defense.
How important is this shoulder, Rampage? You talk about that for defense. How important is this shoulder when you're coming and using this?
You watch the best boxers in the world use it all day long. Like you can turn your shoulder shrug and have to throw a right hand and it rolls off, right? Like unless I'm coming over and clipping you behind the ear, which MMA is more allowed than obviously boxing, but it works, man. You can shoulder roll, you can use your elbow, hands up when you're throwing punches. You want your shoulders high, right? You only do that when you're in the pocket for the most part. You don't always want to be shrugged
Yeah.
because you're slower, right? Like if you're always shrugged like this, you're gonna be throwing your
With the
punches
traps
slower.
up.
Yeah, you want to relax your traps.
The main problem is it's real easy to get knocked out while you punching. That's why I was using the cover and roll so much in my career, and I would try to counter people because it's easier to get knocked out because you don't see that shot. You're attacking and you don't see it, especially if you got your chin up.
Yep.
By the way, you look phenomenal in the new Santo Studio Ultra Tee.
Oh, thank you. It feels really good too, man. That's something I had to work on when I was fighting too. I would in the pocket wasn't like my forte, and I would like throw long combos, and sometimes I'd let my chin come up just like this too, right? So it's something you got to like notice by yourself and get better at it and work with. He's working on Perillo, so Perillo's like got to work with for that because Perillo does a really good job of moving his shoulders when he's in the pocket and making him stay inside there. Dude, he's only got 7 fights. He's 21 years old. He'll get it figured out.
Yeah, and we all do that too. I even notice like when I'm training, I keep the other hand at home when I'm hitting pads and stuff like that. But as soon as I get in the fight, I see pictures and I'm down like this. Punch. I hate that.
Yeah, I know. I got a picture on my wall of me punching Cruz, and my right hand's landing like this, and my left hand's down. I'm always like, damn it.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah. But you see the Floyd Mayweathers, the Terrence Crawfords.
Yeah, but they don't have to
it.
worry about kicks. They don't have to get worried about someone shooting in on them and double legs. So
we got to worry about Canelo's powerful ass right hand.
Oh, we got to talk about Canelo and Bud next. But listen, before we jump into Canelo and Bud, what did we think about this right here? Kevin Gastelum versus Dustin.
Was that the next fight?
Yeah, the middleweight fight. We're gonna go back and talk about Alex Hernandez and Diego Ferrara. But real quick, while we have the Kevin Gastelum fight up, look at this right here. I mean, unbelievable, right? For round one.
Man, it's hard. It's hard to root for Gastelum though when he misses weight so often and by so much. You know, he does it so often. And he misses him by 5 pounds. It's just hard to root for him, right? But he's got some great techniques, real good in and out.
Yeah, it look like he's been visiting in and out.
That's crazy.
Hey, a fat guy can call another guy fat.
You ain't fat anymore though, so you can't. That's crazy, dog. What was this at? 170? What is this? Yeah.
Man, I mean, after watching the fight though, and I say this with all due respect.
Yeah,
with all due respect, Stoltz is a very easy fighter to game plan for though, man. He doesn't move, and he stands in one spot. He doesn't set anything up. He's technically good. Like he throws great kicks. He throws good punches, but he's not getting his head off the tracks. He's not moving his head at all. He's not moving his feet at all. Like the fight seemed like it was happening in one spot right here against the cage the entire time. Gas might have been against the cage the entire fight. And he just stood there. It's like, why not circle off the cage? Why not get your foot outside his? Like you're a southpaw. Like you obviously know your foot needs to be outside his to get away from his power as well as set up my power. You know, and he just didn't do that. He kind of just stayed there, and he's not like a counter fighter. He's just trying to set up his kicks, and he doesn't throw punches before his kicks either. You know,
at 185, is this a good weight for Kevin?
If he's gonna keep missing weight, he's got to go up, dude. I mean, he shouldn't. I mean, 205s, he's too short.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
He's too short for 205s. But man, how many times he missed weight now? Can someone look that up? How many times Kevin Gastelum's missed weight?
Oh, he got hands though.
Oh, he does. He's fast. Yeah, he's got fast. He's real good body shots.
Yeah, I think he just need a lifestyle change. He probably need to hire like a dietitian, because think about it. He's giving 20% of his purse to.
He gave him 35 that time.
35.
Yeah.
So
4 times.
Damn.
4 times. So look, he's giving 35% of his purse away. You might as well use that money and get him a nutritionist or something, and that's a tax write-off.
Yep.
So I think he need a team of advisors. How about you call him and tell him? I know you can get his phone number. You tell him, like, look here, bro.
I don't think he's gonna want to work.
What did he miss weight at for this fight?
You know, that's the only thing. It's like,
what did he miss?
How much effort are you gonna
know?
put into some 5 pounds? How much are you gonna put into someone that's gonna like miss weight? But like I don't know if he wants to do the work. You know, like you came to Sam's, you did the work. Like I just don't think that's gonna happen.
It says this is confirmed by Dana White. This will be his last fight at KFC. That's what one of the comments say. That's what one of the comments say.
That's what the comments say.
That's what the comments say.
Great.
I don't know what that means. I felt the need to say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that about that joke. When I was fat, people said your shirt says UFC, but your body say KFC. The worst joke I told about that is when me and Rashard was beefing, and I said Rashard gave his mama a UFC shirt, And even Dana White thought Silva ugly fat chick.
That's crazy.
He was mad at me about that.
Hey, you can't say that.
I can't say that. And then
moms and kids should be off limits.
But he can't control. He can't control his
moms and kids got to be off limits.
No, kids off limits. But black people, we do mama jokes. That's just part of our. That's in our arsenal. I'm sorry.
But if you say something about my mom, I gotta beat you up,
bro.
brother.
I can't say nothing about your mama because I know your mama. And she's a great person.
My
She's
mom
a great
likes you.
I love your mom.
Call my mom fat,
bro. No,
I'm gonna
your
tell my mom
not
to call her fat.
Your mom is not fat.
All right, mom, you gotta go on Ozempic because Rampage thinks you chubby.
Shut up.
That's crazy.
I never listen.
I'm a FaceTimer.
See, look. Let me say this. Let me say this right now. I'm gonna say this right now. Bear.
Do you think she needs Ozempic or not?
No, listen.
Okay, good.
Bear,
That's all.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is honestly hour. That's why I troll you about the gay stuff so much because I don't got nothing that's on you. I can talk about your height all day, but you a billionaire.
I'm the same height as you, brother.
No, you're not.
Yeah, and how tall are you, short cake?
I'm 6'1". Let me finish.
You look like a slim fit.
Let me finish. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I got. That's the only thing I got about you. You're a billionaire and you are a good guy. And you're not ugly. You just got a little herpes every now and then. But
I ain't got no herpes.
I don't want to get on personal. I don't want to get too personal, so I had to make up shit.
Hold on, time out. Who got herpes?
Was
You're
that,
the one eating booty.
No, I don't eat no motherfucking booty.
I heard all over Kick that you be eating booties.
hey,
Hey.
that shit on your lips got some shit on your lips.
Where I know because I was eating Mediterranean food.
No, there ain't no Mediterranean.
You probably
caught that in the Mediterranean.
You be eating the booty on Kick.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
That's a rumor started by
You was in the booty.
That's a rumor started by my vegan ass son. Thank you. So that's what I was saying. So I've always stayed off your mama jokes to you and stuff like that. But people like Rashad, in that time,
But be honest, I think my mom's a beautiful person. But
No,
if you
no,
think
I
she
never-
needs Ozempic, tell me. I'll
I've
tell
never
her.
said anything about your mom. But let me
You know,
finish.
I got a dealer.
Let me finish saying
She
this,
looks
though.
great ever since she
I'm
started
talking
working
TJ
out.
now. I'm not talking you can't even talk to you. So after I made that joke, I looked on my bedstand and it was a picture of my mom and my dad, and my mom was wearing a UFC shirt.
Damn, you just trolled
I
yourself.
trolled myself.
Dude.
Bro, I've never made fun of your mom. Your mom is a lovely person. I never made fun of your mom.
All right, let's move on.
Back to the Gastelum fight, though.
Yes.
Oh yeah. He got hands though.
He does. He's got hands, but he keeps him pretty. We are just talking about keeps him pretty low. You know what I mean? Like his left hand's always low, and he does
Like Chuck Liddell.
Yeah, kind of like a Chuck Liddell. He stands southpaw, right? So you're southpaw, and he keeps his hand pretty low, but he does a good job of sneaking it in. It's fast. You can be a lot faster down here when you're relaxed, and you can't see it coming as much. That's why I like fighting my hands a little bit lower as well too. But I move my head and whatnot, you don't see the cross coming, right? But what's open, especially you're the taller guys, got some good kicks. Like I said, keep your foot outside, better angle for your kick. That left kick was open, or his right kick was open all day.
For the audience at home that doesn't see what you're saying about the feet, can you explain that?
So
to them?
if they were in too much of a 50-50, we're in like a 50-50. We each have a 50% chance of landing.
And explain why.
Because my foot is right in front of Bear's foot. When we're in an open stance, Southpaw versus Orthodox, right? When I'm a Southpaw, you should have trained this. All the years you've been fighting. If you're a Southpaw, I want to go back. I want to be on the outside of his foot now. Because look, my right hand is now lined up. My power hand is now lined up. My kicks are now closer to him because my power is closer. And his power is now further away. Look at your left hand is going to come all the way over here to land, and mine's down the fucking pipe.
Ooh.
Right? So what he needed to do, stand outside. What I would love to see him do is cross to the chest, right? Because his hands are already low, and bring his hands even lower, kick upstairs.
Oh, you love that, huh?
So I love the same side stuff.
Why is that?
Because if you're good at technique, you're going to slip my punch, right? And if you're good at slipping, if I see you guys like slipping a lot, it's got good head motion, I'm going to throw it over your shoulder on purpose so you slip, right? When you slip, it's like a car crash. You're going into my kick, right? But if a guy's real tight and doesn't do that, and he keeps his hands up, then I'm going to keep his hands up and I'm going to kick the body. You know, it depends on what your opponent's doing.
Yeah.
But a lot of guys are moving their head to get out of the way.
And would you set that up a lot by tagging them up here, tagging them down here, and then
Always.
showing it? Okay.
Like we'll get into a fight later where a guy doesn't set his kicks up. He's got some amazing Martinez, I think his name is.
I actually heard you give one of the best explanations of all time about setting up kicks with Randy Brown and Luke Rockhold.
Yeah.
And you were really showing the necessity to kind of really commit to those feints and commit to kind of setting it up. So when it does land, they crash right into that.
Well, everyone knows that Randy Brown's got a great jab. Like he's going to throw a jab at you and the guys are going to parry it. If they're parrying it, their hands away from their face. If they're slipping it, they're going into a kick, right? So why not hit him with a couple jabs, not throw that down to his chest. He brings his hand down low and you kick him upstairs at the same time.
Do you feel like a lot of people use setups in MMA?
Oh, there's definitely, guys that are using setups for sure. I wouldn't say it's as much as in boxing.
Right.
You know?
I don't see it. I don't see it a lot. I never really remember setting people up for certain things.
Yeah, you were more of a reactive fighter though, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're like an instinctual fighter.
Yeah, but I always thought it was a good idea to set people up
Yeah.
and stuff, but I just never really
My
did.
key to success and me becoming a world champion, everything that I've evolved into, and me with Dwayne is setting up traps. Right? Like I'll come out and what we call a stick. I'll stick him to the body with my jab. I'll stick him to the body with my jab. And I'm either going to fake low and come over the top. I'm going to fake low with my hand and then come into a hook, right? Like setting up a trap. I start throwing my jab. Then I throw it to his chest. He goes to parry it lower. I kick upstairs.
Yeah, I would like to see more setups in MMA.
Yeah. I mean, they're out there, man. They definitely are. It just depends on the guy, you know?
Now we're going to go into lightweight. Alexander Hernandez versus Diego Ferrara.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You jumped the gun. We did I missed this fight. Did Kevin Gastelum win?
You were having a full viewing
Kevin
party
Gastelum.
at Dave.
What's
his name?
That's crazy.
Gastelum.
Gastelum. My
Yes.
bad.
You were having a
My
full
bad,
viewing
Kevin.
party at Dave and Buster's. How you miss it?
No, I didn't get there in time because I wanted to watch the boxing too.
Okay.
And I have a lot more technique that I broke down with this. I wrote a bunch of notes.
Well, let's
like,
hear it. We have time.
like, dude, Gastelum is also open for a blitz, right? He likes to lean back. See how he's like, a lot of his weight's on his back foot, which is good, but he leans his head back, right, to get out of the way. His main defense to avoid a punch is like a lean back, but his chin's high when he's doing it. So if Stoltz would have actually like blitzed him with something, he could have caught him. Like,
When you say
like,
blitz, what does that mean for the against? I'm asking for the
no, it's
common
perfect.
fan.
It's what like I like to do as a blitz is like a switch two. Like I'm gonna run at him with punches
That's
almost.
a good one
Okay.
to show.
So, guy that likes to lean back, right? You're gonna,
Southpaw.
go like this when you're leaning back, right? So look, it's harder for me to punch him. My hooks are further away, like my kicks are further away. He's gonna be stuck on that back foot. He's got all his weight on his back foot. So what I'm gonna do is I don't have to switch to do it. I like to switch when I do it. But now in the southpaw stance, I'm gonna get outside. Okay. So my first one, I know my first one's not gonna land. My first one's almost like a smoke screen. I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna throw my jab at the same time I switch my feet because now I'm gonna run at him. I'm gonna switch here and then boom, and all my body weight's coming into him. Right.
Ooh.
You do have to be careful of counters. You're not running into a counter, but that's why your head gets off the track. Especially if you're fighting this open stance. I switch and I step my head outside, and now he can only lean back so far. And now I'm crowding his space. It's going to get him so much more out of position.
Yeah, and that switch will make me think you're going to throw a kick too.
Especially if you were throwing kicks.
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
right? Like,
You're right, especially if a guy's also known for throwing good kicks.
Yeah,
like
so it
we
was
would do
tricky.
that all the time. I'll throw a switch kick, not even set it up, just switch kick to the body, switch kick to the body, right? And the next time, so I used to do this all the time with Dwayne. I would go switch kick to the body. You can stand over.
Yeah.
Switch kick to the body, right? So now he wants to go that way, away from
Yeah.
my kick. In and now when I switch, he's gonna think he's gonna block like this to the body, right?
Yeah.
Both your hands are gonna come here.
Yeah.
And you're gonna block to the body. When I switch, boom, right hook. And he's circling into it, right?
Wow, do one more time. So,
Yeah, so-
I'm thinking you're throwing this, so I'm
Yeah,
blocking here.
I'm gonna come to the body shot.
Boom.
Boom. Every time I switch my
Do it
feet,
one more
I always
time.
gotta look low, I'll switch.
Boom.
Boom. Now he sees that again. I switch. Boom.
Oh my God, it's lights out.
Yeah.
Wait, hey, so this type of setting up or technique, was this because of the Bang Muay Thai system or just the way you fought?
A little bit of both. I came in as a wrestler and my striking was very green. And it was hard for me to like get my striking down. So what I would do is I would shoot takedowns. And the guys knew like, hey, this guy's a wrestler. He's gonna try to take me down. So what did me and Dwayne develop? Right, we developed, we call it the TJ combo, right? So maybe I'm gonna shoot this high cross. I'm gonna shoot here. Maybe I don't get it. But now next time I come down and touch the leg, what are you gonna do?
Same thing.
You're gonna sprawl,
Yeah.
right? You're gonna get out of the way. So I come down, I touch his leg, boom, up top. Now again, it's a car crash, right?
Real life.
Yeah, I like
There you
that.
go.
It's real life.
Hey, why he named it TJ?
That's crazy. I was just gonna ask you, why do you think he named the combo after him?
They probably learned it in Tijuana.
That's a TJ move.
We set up
It's
traps.
a Mexican move. And they were talking about it because no J. They learned it in Mexico.
Tijuana.
Yeah. It's like the T.
So I've always set up traps.
Have you ever like taught that move to Moreno or Raul Rosas or any of
You
them?
should, bro.
You should, because it is their native move.
Yeah,
and you
they
should
train
steal
in
from their
they
country.
train in TJ.
Just like the idea of like feinting low to come back upstairs, like faking that I was gonna wrestle, I would set up my trap. I would look low, fake a shot, kick high, right? Like things like that. So I was always good at doing that. And then when I started working with Dwayne, it was so much easier for me to set up traps because I started fighting both stances. I started getting outside guys' shoulders, and the guy thinks I'm doing just a sprint cross. Little did he know I'm coming back with a roll right hook on my southpaw.
Do you think that the reason why guys like Joe Rogan, guys like Dana White, guys like Rampage Jackson have said that you're one of the most technical fighters of all time is because of how much philosophy you put into setting up your takedown, setting up your strikes? Because it's not like you had crazy knockout power in your hands, but your technical skill is far beyond anybody we've seen in that division before.
I mean, I got the most finishes in the bantamweight division.
He got knockout power, man. I don't know.
I was trying to set you up with a joke.
No, I don't know why you.
You don't think I watched enough TJ videos?
I think you just trying to disrespect him.
Oh, TJ, I tried to give him one good joke, and you know what he does? He just looks at me crazy.
No, how can I? How's that a layup telling him that him got knockout power? That's disrespectful.
Well, why don't you say what you said before he got here about his knockouts? We were talking about boxing, and he said if TJ got so much knockout power, how come he didn't knock out Lomachenko when they were sparring?
Because Lomachenko's a ninja.
Thank you.
And like, I wouldn't say that I have one punch power, right? It's more that I have like, I'm setting up traps. Guys don't see the punches coming. I hit him and then hit him with a flurry and combo, right? I've always wanted to have like a one punch knockout, like Mark Hunt, uppercut, boom, walk away. And I'm also not my mentality. I'm always jumping on someone, you know?
Jump squats give you knockout power.
Jump squats? Just the explosiveness, like having your feet in the ground.
Yeah,
well, I did a bunch of that shit, but that makes sense. Yeah, good rotational power. We do a lot of medicine ball stuff for that.
Jump squats, just jumping up, bend down and jump up, explode up. They give you knockout power.
Yeah, you know who does have knockout power that I've been working with is Josh Emmett, bro. I've been training Josh.
Hold on, time out. You can't just drop that on us like that out of nowhere. I've been seeing Josh Emmett videos working out in your backyard. I know what your backyard looks like. What's going on up there at your house?
Josh Emmett reached out to me. He was 9 weeks out from he thought he was going to possibly fight and asked if I would train him. And so we've been working a ton, like 4 or 5 days a week right now, doing everything from all MMA practices to strength and conditioning. The guy's amazing. He's got his power is insane. I also Josh Emmett was alpha male when I was back there, and he's by far the hardest guy I've ever been punched by. Wow. We were doing boxing
Josh
sparring.
Emmett?
Yep, by far.
Over Cody Garbrandt?
Yep. Josh Emmett hits insanely hard, man. And now for this fight, I'm very excited. He's fighting Yusuf here in 3 weeks.
Yusuf Zallah.
Yeah.
Is Josh Emmett, is he flat-footed by any chance?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Wait,
why you say that?
Because that's who punch
feet
harder.
are in the ground.
Yeah,
really?
Flat-foot people
Even
punch
in the
harder.
UFC, though, when guys are fighting at this caliber of talent, being flat-footed still is okay?
For punching power, it is.
Yeah, I feel like it keeps your feet in the ground, man. I mean, it's funny you bring that up, but he is super flat-footed.
Yeah, Coach
Crazy,
Bobby told me that he knows I was flat-footed. He said, "Oh, that's why you punch so hard."
Yeah. Dude, Amos I've noticed he's got some flat ass feet. But bro, this guy's going to be in the best shape he's ever been in his life. He's an amazing human. He works his fucking ass off. I'm putting him through the same Calvito workouts right now, and he's crushing it, bro. It's going to be a nice fight.
Yusuf Zallah is on a good little tear.
He's on a 4 or 5. 4 in the UFC, and then obviously a few more to get into the UFC too. Yeah, he's ranked number 9. Josh is number 8. So it's an awesome fight. He'll be on the main card on UFC 320. You'll see me in his corner.
On a side note, one of the questions that was asked in the Jackson Podcast Discord, and something I've been kind of tossing with, how much of a difference does it make for power a boxer boxing in shoes versus a UFC fighter in the UFC fighting with no shoes on?
What do you mean not having shoes? Does it affect your power not having shoes on? I mean, your feet are going to stick to the ground a lot better with shoes on, right? Like it's a little bit slippery out there. But there's too much movement, and obviously we throw kicks and stuff, so you can't do it. But I think it'll make a difference.
But you remember back in the day, the UFC used to allow shoes, and people was kicking. It was fine. I felt like I kind of didn't like it when they took the shoes away, but it saved you from worrying about
heel hooks,
and
ankle locks and stuff.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right.
But I hate when I'm sparring with no shoes on and somebody have shoes on. Now that's dangerous.
Yeah.
What happens?
It can rip your toenail off and stuff like that.
Step on each other's toes.
Rampage worried about his
think about bending your toenail back, bro.
That's pain.
But I could tell. I used to wear wrestling shoes and sparring a lot of times.
Oh, that's crazy.
But I put my shin guards over them, you know?
Yeah.
Did you see that Terrence Bud Crawford? He said that the best striker in the UFC was Cody Garbrandt.
I did see that.
Yeah. What did you think about that?
He said best boxer, not striker.
Best boxer. Okay.
Yeah, he said best boxer.
Do you agree with him?
I think Ilia Topuria is the best boxer in the UFC.
That's what most people were saying.
Garbrandt's got insane speed. He's got good combos, but he keeps his chin a little bit too high.
How do you think Topuria would do against Crawford? Crawford would destroy him.
Whoa.
Destroy him.
You don't think Ilya Taporo would do good against Terrence?
Not in a boxing fight, no.
Really?
Do you see what just Terrence did to Canelo? Beat him everywhere, bro. Beat him in power. Beat him in the pocket. Beat him in the open. He outboxed him. Like, he's the greatest of all time.
You think Terrence Crawford's the greatest boxer of all time?
Yeah.
Wow. That says a lot coming from a guy who gives only praise when it's justified.
Yeah, he's not a glazer.
He does not glaze like you.
Like you.
Like you. You look like Krispy Kreme with how much you glaze.
What
All
the
you do
fuck?
is you polish people off. I think they were calling you Mr. Polisher.
Where's Armin?
Crazy. He dropped the Armin side.
Where's Hamzat?
Hamza Chimaev, the world champion, the one that we brought here and did a camp for 8 weeks, and we helped him, and we got him the best trainer, and we had the best team.
Now tell him I said hello. I like him. I'm a big fan.
We love him.
Tell Armin.
What you glazing on?
Tell Armin I said hello.
What you glazing on? Oh, where's Neon? Let me go stream. Where's Neon? Where's Aiden?
Oh, I love when you dropped your nuts on Neon's head. That shit was so funny, dude.
Wait, I gotta pull that up.
Bro, I had to teabag that kid. You know, I agreed to do a 24-hour stream with him, right?
Yeah.
And he's so much more experienced at streaming than me, right?
Yeah.
This motherfucker, he trolled me for the whole time, 24 hours.
How you let him
He's trying to get you to flip out.
Huh?
He's trying to get you to flip out.
Yeah. He made clips of him trolling me. We do like improv acting.
Yeah.
When he's the bully, I'm not, and he did it just for the clips, and he knew it was going to get. And I don't be thinking like that. I be thinking like in the stream.
Yeah.
He streams thinking of clips,
segments. Like this guy. He's like, oh, say it for the short. Say it for the short. Like,
I was trying to get, because before you got here, he was talking all this hype about you, and I said, ain't nobody better than TJ. I just hung out with TJ. TJ's the best to ever do it.
Glaze it.
And then, okay.
I did Neon's stream as well too, and we worked out at the UFC gym. It's crazy how weak he is, dude.
Oh yeah,
I was watching.
That's crazy.
It's kind of crazy.
He couldn't do one pull up.
I know, it sucks.
I was getting proud of him until he tried to do the pull. I thought he was faking, because you don't know with the streaming, you just don't know.
Yeah,
you don't know if they acting or what.
Yeah,
because sometimes in my streams I be acting. I just try to make my fans or the chat laugh. That's what I try to do.
Yeah.
But so sometimes you gotta what you call it, hot dog it.
I love that scene with you and your trainer when you guys are naked and you guys are doing all that stuff in the jacuzzi. I was like, that is crazy that they're willing to do this.
What stream you watching?
You watching? You watching OnlyFans stream? You thinking it's me? All black folks don't look alike, brother.
Okay, so real quick, since we are talking about Canelo and Bud Crawford, what about Caleb Walsh putting on an absolute clinic for his first big fight, walking out with Jackson? Shout out to John Anik talking about Santo Studio on the walk-in.
It was a good fight, dude. I enjoyed that fight. I also think Vargas was an amazing fighter as well too. It was a great matchup. You know, he stepped up as well too. I think both those guys did a great job. I would have loved to see a little bit more punching in between the combos, to where you watch that fight and then you watch the Bud Canelo fight. You could tell that they were like almost like taking turns. It's like, let me throw a combo, you throw a combo. I throw a combo, you throw a combo. I would have liked to see a little bit more counter punching in between, but who am I to say though? You know, those guys are gonna.
You know what I thought? I thought that Callum, he did great, right? But I kind of thought that he probably underestimated Fernando Vargas Jr. just a little bit.
Yeah,
that's why I figured. I think because I respect both of them. I know Callum personally, and I met Fernando Vargas Jr. when he was a kid, so I don't really know him anymore. I just met him a few times when he was a kid, because I used to train his dad, and they're both great boxers. But watching the fight and knowing Callum and seeing Callum all these years, I think he's just he didn't think they was going to bring it. Then when he brought it, he was like, oh, okay, let me step it up.
Yeah,
and it's a little bit, it's a little bit too late in a fight to step it up, because you know how it is when you're fighting somebody and you're like, oh, this guy can knock me out, and it motivates you to train harder and stuff, right? Yeah. And when you're like, no, I'm not worried about this guy, you just kind of like go through the motions a little bit more.
I've been there. Yeah.
Not saying that's what he did, but that's just when I'm watching. To me.
What do we think about the ability for Caleb to take all the pressure of his biggest fight ever on Netflix, like 60, 70 million people watching? You got Freddie Roach in your corner, Dana White sitting there. You got Wahlberg, Mr. Beast, and Turk all sitting courtside. That's a lot of pressure for Caleb. And I could see when he came out, he FaceTimed me last night, and we've been supporting that kid for years now.
Yeah. He's a good human.
He is such a good human, him and Tabitha. He's a great guy. But I could see the emotion on his face was, okay, I'm here. Because this kid's backstory is incredible.
I don't think the pressure gets to that kid, though.
He looked stone cold, bro.
Yeah.
He didn't actually look like
Yeah.
He did a great job dealing with it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying I could feel it because I know him personally.
Yeah.
And his story, how much, I mean, his grandma was out here with him
Oh,
these
yeah,
last
that's
2
right,
weeks.
yeah.
They came out, they shot the new Tempo platform. We dropped in Nordstrom, the new JX2 watch that I'm rocking. I don't even wear my Patek anymore. I only wear the JX2 dive watch. It's waterproof too.
I'll take your Patek.
Yeah. And the main thing is that he came out and he brought the energy that I felt he needed by keeping it composed, like you said. But then having Freddie in your corner and Dana and all these, that's got to add a whole, because this is Dana's guy.
Do you know what unflappable mean?
No, what's that mean?
It's Kalen Walsh. I think the kid is unflappable. I don't think none of that bothered him.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, right.
I think so too.
Yeah, I don't think none of that bothered him. He was there. He was in the moment, and he looked great. But Fernando Vargas, he showed up for the occasion.
Yeah.
I think Fernando Vargas knew how tough Kalen Walsh was, so he trained a little harder than he normally would. You know what I'm saying? That's why I felt. That's why I watched. I was like, damn, because I thought Kalen was going to probably knock him out in like the third or something.
I didn't think it was going to go the distance. No. I had it 5th round knockout, and
I knew Vargas was better than everyone was giving him credit for. I trained with his little brother Emilio back during COVID, and that guy's going to be something special. Emilio,
their whole family is boxing royalty.
Yeah,
right?
but I knew that Junior was great as well too, and I think people weren't giving him as much credit. I knew the fight was going to be better than people expected, and I was very, very impressed with both of them. I think both their stock rose, even though Vargas lost. I think his stock rose a lot from that fight.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his, and the way he fought. It was a exciting fight.
Yeah,
and so I'm looking forward to seeing Vargas Jr. out there.
Yeah, heck yeah. I think a lot of us are.
Do you think now going into this new realm of boxing, and we'll jump right back into the UFC? Do you think Dana continuously puts on more events through TKO, like they've been saying, or do you think he's looking for these one-off events?
I think he put on more events. I mean, I think that was a great showing. I mean, it's a massive deal on Netflix, you know.
Did you see the production of boxing?
Insane.
Boxing never looked that good.
I know.
Insane.
Yeah.
That's what the UFC does, bro.
You see the
Like,
ring? The
you
ring
go-
lit up and everything?
Yeah.
You never seen that
On
in
Netflix.
boxing.
Never seen that in boxing.
Yeah,
Dana White's got to get his flowers. I don't care who's out there. I don't care what you call this, glazing or not.
Glazing.
That was one of the most put together productions and put together shows. Mario Lopez, Tarver, you have all these greats. John Anik.
Bear, Dana is
Insane.
never coming on a podcast. Quit glazing, bro. He's never coming on a podcast.
Don't say never.
He's never coming on a Jackson podcast. Quit glazing, Dana.
So I bet you the one to be like, yo, kids, I'm sorry, Santa Claus ain't real. Rampage bought you all that. Is that what you do? You
Fuck
kill
yeah.
people's dreams?
Fuck yeah. Santa Claus ain't real.
God damn it. All right, listen, let's jump right back into this since Papa Rampage over here.
Are you
got
watching
something to say about
Hernandez
everything.
and
Well, yeah, we do. But what do you think about, before we go to this, Kevin Gastelum? Does he stay in this weight class at 185 lightweight?
I mean, he has
middleweight?
to. He just has to get more. Like, he can't go 205s.
He can
No.
go down to 70.
He's too. Yeah, he definitely
can't make
could.
70.
He used to.
Not at this point in his
how,
career.
how old is he now?
I think he's. I don't know.
I don't
That's
think
a
he
good
can
question.
make 70s. I think that's why
He
moved
could.
up.
He could make 70s.
He
if
definitely
really wanted.
could if he really wanted to do it, but he doesn't want to do it. Is the thing.
He's 33 years old.
Oh man.
Oh wow, he's young.
He's young. Call him up. Tell him.
The thing is, I just don't think he wants
Do you
to
have his
do
number?
it. No, I don't have his number.
We
Oh.
got to
I thought-
DM him. You want to DM him?
No, I thought you had everybody's number.
Why don't you DM him? Why don't you get active? Instead of DMing all these OnlyFans girls, why don't you DM some guys that we could have on the podcast, and I wouldn't have to have all these people beg me all day to get someone on the
How
podcast?
you know I be DMing OnlyFans girl?
Because she's told me. That Sky Bree girl said that you don't stop DMing her. She said, how many times I got to tell him I'm busy?
So this fight right here.
All right, hey, now we got Hernandez versus Ferrara. Look at this. I'm going to start this over here on this side. We got a brand new setup for TJ and Rampage.
I love this. So the fans are able to watch this?
No, but they soon will.
Okay.
That's why I gave the whole disclaimer.
Yeah. Dude, Hernandez came out with great movement and closed the distance fast with his strikes, right? Unfortunately, he was only doing it with one punch at a time. And I would have liked, because he had such an advantage by getting outside his, what's the other guy's name? How do you say it?
Ferrara.
I met him, Ferrara. He was getting inside his shoulders so well, but he wasn't taking advantage of it. He was like so worried about his power. He was just running the whole time. He'd throw one punch at a time. If he wouldn't have finished him in the second, we probably would have been up for a snoozer. But dude, he's very athletic. I've seen this kid's early fights as well too. Throws great combos. I would have liked to see that a little bit more. Set up his kicks because he's darting left and right. He's outside of his shoulders, and he could have done. He could have done even more stellar. I think he did a great job. Was very smart with his punches. This ref's an idiot for not stopping it sooner.
Idiot.
But yeah,
That ref's an idiot.
Why?
dude, his movement was just too much without a purpose in round one. You know.
You don't think that the ref should have let them keep going?
Did you see how many unanswered punches? Like how the guy was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, you didn't see it? You can't tell. You think?
Oh yeah, 100%. You should have stopped that way sooner.
Do you think normal fans can see that?
They're getting more knowledgeable now for sure. There was all over the internet that the fight should have been stopped earlier. Okay. Yeah.
Barry, you didn't see that the fight should have been stopped a few punches earlier.
Yeah, I'm just asking. I'm just seeing what you're seeing, and I'm trying to get the fans a little insight on what you got.
What Ferrara could have done better in this fight to stop Hernandez's movement was kick his legs. He definitely needed to chop his legs when he's going left and right. Like throw that like switch cross to gain ground, kick his leg, slow him down going left and right. It's also going to stop his movement. If he's going to your left, you kick that leg going that way. He's going to go back to your right, right? So you got to plan on which way he's moving. And I think chop his legs out a little bit from him.
I think the reason why I asked that, Rampage, is because a lot of people don't understand the MMA context of the ref. Like guys like we've had Herb Dean in here who says, I'm standing right there. And if I could see the guy's eyes talk. And if someone's looking at me and they still have emotion, I don't want to stop this guy's whole entire fight for that one split second.
Yeah, I understand that. It's a fine line.
I would prefer to get pieced up more.
Personally,
than get stopped early.
I mean, just for this last 5 seconds, I mean, just look at this part. You could see the guy's eyes. If you're the referee, look at this top camera angle. And the guy literally looks like he's still moving out of the way. And yes, it looks like a lot of damage on TV with the over top camera. But when you're 3 seconds away or 3 feet away, look at the inside angle right here, as you could see him kind of piecing side to side. I believe the UFC will give us the replay right here. So right when he gets down with that right, he kind of gets pushed down. His feet go up kind of into a guard position, and then the referee standing right above him. So I want to give the ref a little bit of love too, instead of going nuts on him sometimes. Because Herb Dean, I feel bad. Herb Dean takes
right there. Look,
no, watch. He moves his elbow. He's not hitting him. He's hitting the ground. See,
his eyes are
right
closed.
His eyes are closed. Yeah,
but he's hitting. He's hitting.
You're talking about the whole time about his eyes. His eyes were closed the entire time.
Well, now he's out.
No,
he wasn't actually out though.
No, he wasn't. He was not. Hey, how you feel about this? The ground and pound. Do you think the punches gives as much damage as when you standing up? You know what I'm talking about? Like the power punches.
That's a great question.
Because like in boxing, you know how they talk different.
I think it can give more damage because your head's gonna bounce off the mat too.
You think he's taking more damage?
But are you giving as much power?
I don't know, because I mean, also you get knocked out from the whiplash and your brain bouncing around. But when you're on the ground getting punched, you're getting hit this way, your brain's moving, then you're hitting the back, your head's moving back. I feel like it's almost like double concussion syndrome.
I feel like it's less powerful because you're not on your feet and you don't have all that centrifugal force. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the what?
Centrifugal force.
My God, you brought the A game today.
Give
me some love. No, hell no.
Hey, bro, that's
you going scientific on us?
No, bro.
Hell no.
That's borderline offensive, bro.
And he's asking good questions.
Yeah, and you're asking questions. You've been studying. You've been looking on Hooked on Phonics. You got all kinds of new words. There ain't no fucking new word. Tricyclicals.
That is.
Yeah. What you talking about? The only I know is trizippritide.
Bro, that's borderline offensive.
No, it's not. You never ever said anything. You all of a sudden you riding tricycles during the podcast? I don't know what that means.
Bro, what I'm supposed to do is let everybody know everything I know at one time.
Normally you worried about tater tots, ordering food, and what your referee / trainer / coach is doing at home naked.
Wow. Listen, I haven't made fun of him not one time today.
I'm not making fun of you.
Other than that, herpes on his lip. He's got herpes.
Where I got herpes?
It's right there.
Yeah.
Where?
Well, I'm not going to point at the motherfucker.
I wasn't doing nothing.
I don't want to get it by looking at it too much.
Well, that's crazy, TJ. That is nuts.
It's scary. Not even Halloween yet.
All right, now you need Jesus. All right, now we got the next fight, lightweight. We got Rafa Garcia.
Rafa.
Is that that's Bilal's teammate?
Gordon is, I believe.
Jared Gordon. Oh my God, this guy, bro, dog. I'm so proud of you. Honestly, I'm very proud of you for bringing the A game. The fans are gonna love this one from you. Fans, don't we love the fact that Rampage out there is just studying and really watching tape now? Oh my God, this guy's bleeding.
Oh, he got fucked up.
Oh my God, it's like a Yosemite blower right there. Just keeps gushing out.
Well, what?
What?
Rafa looked good, man. I think if you watch his head motion, his boxing, he's got a good high guard, good feints. He's always moving, level changes, getting his head moving just a little bit. It's harder to hit, harder to time. He did a really good job with that.
What about the guy's knee brace? Did you hear the story?
I just read it on the plane on the way here.
What's the story?
He got hit by a car after weigh-ins or something.
After weigh-ins?
Yeah.
And he didn't want to pull out of the fight. Real warrior.
Ran his foot over and buckled his knee.
Real warrior.
Wow, he a soldier.
That's a real warrior. He didn't want to ruin the card.
You can tell he's real tender.
Yeah, he didn't want to ruin the card. That's a real one right there. He should have got way more flowers for that.
Yeah, look at how he moved.
Yeah, but you're not going to say nothing before the fight because you don't want your opponent to know that your knee ran over. So you don't say it till after, and then everyone's like, "Oh, it's a fucking excuse."
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
I hate that.
Yeah,
I hate.
It's just the reality of our sport.
Yeah, I got excuses for all my losses.
Yeah,
every last one.
Me too, for sure.
It sucks though that people don't know the injuries and what's going on, and then if you say anything, it's an excuse.
The speed difference here was insane. Rafa looked way faster, way more explosive. You could just see it in every motion. And isn't Gordon's nickname Flash?
Yeah,
Flash Gordon.
Man, they ain't nothing flash about Gordon.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Man, do you think it's an ironic?
Wow,
Think it's an ironic?
TJ. Wow, TJ.
Hey, do you think it's an ironic nickname?
Oh,
like you know.
TJ,
maybe-
that's crazy.
Like you say, like Big Bear, you know, but really he's little, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy,
Yeah. They call big guys tiny.
Yeah.
I smelled you cooking.
Yeah. Like Slim Rampage, you know? It's like, what? No, you ain't Slim, no.
Wow, that's fucked up.
I was
Hey, but I'm
kidding.
gonna tell you this though. Even though he didn't tell nobody about his knee,
Yeah.
I guarantee you, everybody knew because it's such a small world.
Yeah.
I bet you it got out before his fight.
Maybe. Yeah.
You can't hide stuff like
Hey,
that.
TJ and Rampage, can you guys talk about when people are on the floor and they're kind of in the mount position, like what Rampage was talking about right here, this ground and pound, how important it is to keep control of the guy or to just throw as many punches as you can and try to get the win?
Depends on the situation.
Got it.
Right? So Gordon was so rocked that he can just hammer off punch because the more you land, the ref's going to step into it, right? But if he's still gathered in there, yeah, get good control him. It all depends on the tempo of the fight, how hard you hurt him. You got to have that killer instinct to know how much you got to throw on him as well as how much you got to control.
And also, if you down on points, if you was getting your ass kicked, you just got to go for it. You try to get the referee to stop it. Yeah, it's all those things factors in, and we got to it take milliseconds. You got to go. You got to think about this.
Who reminds you that? Is it your coach? Is it yourself? Is it the practice, the training? How do you remember all that? Like what you just said, Rampage. That's actually a good point.
It comes with like experience, right? Like
hours.
But what do you think on that stool in between rounds? What are you thinking? Like,
Hopefully,
TJ, what were you thinking about on the stool in your first fight with Cody Garbrandt?
I mean, hopefully nothing, to be honest. Like I want to be more instinctual like Rampage, right? Like I've trained so much in the gym that I want to be able to just subconsciously see the combos, see what I've been landing. I've visualized the fight so much that I know I'm going to be in my best flow state if I'm not overthinking. If I have to think about what I'm going to do, I'm going to be a half a second behind. I'm a half a second behind and get clipped with the right hand, you know? So hopefully I'm not thinking about anything, but it happens. You know?
Yeah, I don't think I ever think about, I don't remember what goes on between rounds, but sometimes I remember asking, am I winning or losing?
Yeah.
I just want to know that.
Yeah.
I want to ask my coaches that. Sometimes I don't say nothing, but if it's like a close fight, because I can't tell a lot of times if I'm winning or losing.
Yeah.
Am I winning or losing?
But why do you want to know that?
Just
So he knows what he's going to do next round.
Yeah. So you know how. So you just know if you got to take some chances, or you can like just go with the flow. Like sometimes if I'm losing, you know, my main thing has always been to entertain the fans first, but I always want to win, right? Nobody likes losing, right? So even though winning is secondary towards me, I still hate to lose. So I just want to know, am I winning or losing? So if I'm losing, I'm going to take more chances.
Yeah.
What about you, TJ? Have you ever been told something by your corner that threw you off during the middle of a fight?
Never threw me off, but pointed me in the right directions. Like there's multiple fights where Dwayne called out a combo and I knocked the guy out with it.
He literally told you what to throw?
Yeah, Issy Tamura up in Montreal, Canada. I think maybe like one of my first bigger knockouts, but he was telling me to throw the left kick after my right hand, and bam, it landed, knocked him out. And Garbrandt, he told me to stop throwing so many feints, just throw my kicks, because every time I feint, Garbrandt would get out of the way. Garbrandt was so fast, every time I gave him a motion, he would get out of the way. So I came out that second round and I stopped setting everything up and I just threw it to throw it. And he was expecting me to feint. I stopped feinting. I just threw it in combos and I hit him with that left head kick, which started with the whole barrage of me.
Wow,
beating him.
that's good advice. That's good corner, man.
He's got a really good eye, man. The same way that I like to pick things apart. I actually wish, as much as I watch fights now and I do what we're doing to break things down, I didn't do this when I was fighting. It gave me too much anxiety.
What do you mean? You're one of the most knowledgeable fighters ever.
I didn't like doing it because it'd give me anxiety. Like it'd make me think about my fight too much. And what I did, I used to just like let Dwayne do it. I was like, yeah, I watched a little bit of tape with Dwayne, but I wouldn't go home and study tape on my own. Like now I'm got my phone out, I'm taking notes, I'm getting things to talk about, I'm watching these fights and I'm noticing like, damn, I'm actually pretty good at this. Like I should have done this throughout my career, but in my career when I was doing it, every time like I got home from training, I didn't want to watch fighting, I didn't want to talk about fighting. I wanted to watch something on Netflix, hang out with my wife, whatever it was, anything but fighting, because I trained it all day long. I wanted to like not, because I start sweating, bro. If I watch a fight and someone's walking out, all I think about is me walking out, thinking about my moment, thinking about that's like shut the brain off.
Hey, I think when DC retires, they should hire TJ.
What did I tell you this weekend in Dallas, TJ?
I don't want to do that.
You don't
I
want,
said,
it's too much work.
we're going to try to build the biggest media house we have here. But
I'd rather be here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be on the road. I don't want to be on the road for the
rather be
UFC
with
every
you.
weekend.
This is
like
what you bring.
Yeah.
DC's gone every weekend,
Oh, yeah,
bro. And I
yeah.
guarantee they only, how much they,
Nah. You don't think it's lucrative?
it's decent. I'm sure it's a healthy lifestyle, but I'm trying to build my own brand. I'm trying to help build
Yeah.
Santo Studio. I'm trying to build Jackson. Like, I'm trying to build things that are going to pay me.
We're trying to help
very
build Wild Society.
very lucrative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm building a company with Wild Society that's going to the moon right now, to where like that's my goal, that's my mission. I've always set my goals to be the highest possible. Like, commentator's cool, right?
Yeah.
And it's fun.
You could be rubbing elbows with Joe Rogan almost every weekend.
Yeah, it's cool. That'd be fun.
I think one thing about TJ that no one understands is TJ does everything at the highest level. I'm not glazing. This is the facts. This is why I love TJ. No matter what he does, whether it's commentating, whether it's making these analyst notes, whether it's coming here and helping us with the brand, helping us design product. TJ was the reason why we developed the Tempo submission short, which are all around utility training short. People could train in, do jujitsu in, run in, which will be available at Nordstrom under our Tempo platform. Same way you're here and you brought the energy for the show.
Glazing me.
TJ brings the best energy at everything he does. And that's why he's willing to go to whatever lengths it takes to win and do whatever it is that he's doing. And I feel like that's what makes him special.
Glazing.
Rampage, same with you. Like, you will not miss a single buffet from here to Vegas. You will find it and you will be there and you'll be first.
Which ones
in
are
line.
on the way?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Is there a Golden Corral on the
You gonna
way?
still call me glazing? Because that's why the internet does it. See what I try to teach you?
Yeah.
You say glazing, now everybody goes glazer, glazer, glazer.
No.
glazer.
You can't
I
stop
can't
me.
give you a compliment.
No. I'm not saying that. You can't stop me from you cutting off all the stuff. I got to make fun of you, bro. You be coming up with some good shit lately. When we first started this pod, you wasn't that funny.
What
No,
are you
you wasn't.
talking about?
You wasn't.
And you weren't this skinny. People change, brother. What do you mean? You
Wow.
were different. You walked in here, you look like the snowman from Monsters, Inc. Now look
Wow.
at you. You look like Michael B. Jordan.
There's no
You
snowman
might-
in Monsters
Yes,
Inc.
there is. Yes, there is.
I trained with Rafa. Guy's insanely strong. Like,
Really?
Yeah, I did. I used to train. He trains at Cub's gym here. He trains with Cub. He's managed by Cub. Cub's done a really good job with him and One Archuleta.
Wait, time out. You got to talk about that because everybody keeps asking, what is Cub's involvement? We see his name tied to a lot of fighters
He
recently.
manages people.
Yeah, he's got Bloodline. It's a management company.
That's a
Shout out to
nice
Cub
guy. I
Swanson.
like that.
Shout
Oh,
out to
wow.
everything you've been doing.
I mean, he is the Bloodline, bro. He's been around forever. He's the last WEC fighter.
Is he?
Yeah.
And he's still doing it.
He's still on the roster.
fighting?
He's still on the roster. Yeah.
How old is Cub now?
He's what, 2 years or a year older than
41?
me, so he's either 40 or 41. I think he's 41.
That's still good.
He's
Yeah,
still fighting at a high level. He won his last fight.
Yeah.
yeah.
He can still fight for like 3 or 4 more years.
He's done a good job. Like, he's got longevity in the sport because he's taking care of himself so well.
He
you know?
don't do. You can tell he don't do drugs.
He doesn't
How do
drink
you think
really.
he takes care of himself so well?
He has a good diet. He's living a healthy life. He's got
41 years old.
He's got 3 kids, right? Like he's living good, man. He's doing a good job, and now he's passing it off to all his guys. He's got a team that trains out of the UFC gym in Costa Mesa, and he has his Bloodline management. He's just had a guy win on the Contender Series and get signed by the UFC. He's got Rafa. He's doing good. I mean, he's building a stable of killers right now. I
He's
train
never
with Rafa.
fought for the belt.
Who, Cub?
Yeah.
No.
What in the world? How is
Why
this
you-
guy
why-
never
why?
fought for the belt? He's one of the most, like, longevity wise. This guy's fought Frankie Edgar. He fought Artem. He fought all these amazing dudes.
I think
Max Holloway.
he would get really close and then maybe lose the one that would push you over, you know?
He beat Oliveira. He beat Dustin Poirier.
Oh yeah, he finished all
He
of
beat
it.
Jeremy Stevens. Oh my God, he beat some amazing fighters.
Yeah,
this
he's-
guy's lineage is insane.
Yeah,
It's
he's
history.
great. He's good. But anyways, I've been training with Rafa for a while now since I've been down here in Southern California. The guy's insanely strong. One thing I'd like to, if he's listening to this or if it comes out, like I'd love to see Rafa do a lot more road work, some more zone 2 training. Because he's such a muscle. Like he doesn't need to lift any weights. What he needs to do, hit some sprints, do some low base, get his cardio ready. Because look, he's going to be in the top 15. Hopefully, he's pushing towards the top 15. And when he gets up there, man, he needs to have that conditioning. Eventually, he'll be main event fights where it's 5 rounds. So I'd love to see him do a little bit more zone 2 training.
In terms of cardio, road work, sprints, is there anything that you think the UFC is adapting or is going towards more that it wasn't there when you were there?
I mean, I was there was I've learned everything from Calvita, and he's doing it the way that it needs to be done. You know, like I mean, I think people are trying to catch up to what I mean. They never will, but trying to catch up to what Sam does still, right? So
how is he so advanced because of wrestling techniques?
Well, he wrestled, and he's just a very, very smart human being. He becomes like OCD about like the body and not just about performance, but about health. And he just, gets back to the basics of what your body's supposed to do and gets it back to homeostasis. And then he trains people differently. Like some people are more of a fast twitch athlete and more people are a slow twitch athlete, knowing how to train them to become more well-rounded, to where if you're a fast twitch athlete, I need you to do some more zone 2 training. I need you to do more low base cardio so that we can build that foundation on top of it, and then vice versa. If you are a slow twitch athlete, you need to start doing a lot more jumps, more plyometrics, like medicine ball throws, and just a little bit of everything.
Amazing. And as we go into this next one, because I really want to talk about Diego and John Silva and talk about
That's not the next fight.
No, we got one more.
Yeah, we got Font and Martinez.
Yep. So before we go into the Diego Lopes, because I really want to talk about that one, we have a kind of I would say at this point, pretty good staple of the bantamweight division, Rob Font. This guy's been around for a long time. Yeah. He was supposed to fight, I believe, Chito Vera, correct?
Yeah, he was, yeah.
And then that fight didn't go through. He ended up fighting David Martinez. Obviously, it went to decision, but what did we see from David Martinez and what did we see from Rob Font that you like, TJ?
I mean, I got tons of notes here for you. First, to start off, even Cruz mentioned this in the very beginning, is that Martinez came out in that southpaw stance. Really smart. Rob Font's weapon, his number one weapon, what he's going to throw constantly is the jab. He's got a really good jab. I trained with him at Alpha Male because of Mark Delagrati. He would bring him out, and his jab is insane. And so fighting him in southpaw takes that jab away. Right, it's a harder angle for you to start throwing a jab. And so he did a really good job coming out and fighting most of the fight, the first 2 rounds in that southpaw stance. I thought that was smart. Also on the Martinez, if Martinez wasn't so fast, it'd be a lot easy to count. It'd be really easy to counter him because he just kept throwing kicks without any setups. He would just like this whole first round. He's just like, watch how fast he is, dude. Just whap, whap, throwing kicks. And he gets away with it because he's so fast. But those kicks could have done way more damage. You could have knocked Font out or like caught him with something if you actually would have set his kicks up. So if you would have like put a couple punches before it, then thrown the kick, or thrown the kick and then what we call as an offbeat is throw punches afterwards, right? You hit a leg kick, boom, hit him with a 2-piece down the middle because everyone stops on the leg kick, right? When think about it, everyone always teaches you throw a combo, land a leg kick, reset. It's like this, like I don't know, for whatever reason, why not as soon as you hit that leg kick, your foot hits the ground, throw a 1-2 down the middle, So I would have liked to see a little bit more dynamicness out of Martinez with his kicks because he's so fast and they're in a serious weapon.
What event you think was more entertaining on Saturday? UFC or the boxing?
UFC.
UFC without
by far. And I was going to bring that up in here. It's like there's no doubt why UFC is bigger and just a more popular sport. It's because like there was 4 of the 6 finishes on this card. Like so many weapons, so much going on. Like unless you're really into boxing and understand the technique, it's not like nothing crazy.
Did you see Canelo got pressed when somebody mentioned that the UFC is more popular than?
Yeah.
You got to admit it at this point, though.
Yeah, you can deny as much as you want, but it's the truth. Yeah. Why do you got Dana White promoting your shit? Because UFC's better.
Right.
Their promotion is insane. Like you can go to these other big MMA shows and they'll never be on the level of the UFC because of the way they do promotion.
Right. But now, my point is, Canelo, the main event, what together that purse was $200 million. Like, what the fuck?
That's insane.
That's insane. Like the UFC need
because Turk
picked it up.
The organization, Riyadh season. I mean, they're doing so much to bring boxing to a level we've never seen before. It wouldn't be a sustainable business model if you didn't have trillionaires behind it. But they're doing so much for boxing, it's unreal.
And there's only a handful of fighters who can get paid like that, right? Yeah. Like the rest of the card.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like us UFC fighters, like we have 700 fighters in. Yeah, sure, you're not getting rich, but they're making a living, but they're also promoting the shit out of you. Yeah. Like the brand you can create, the Rampage Jackson brand that you can create off the UFC is worth more than, not worth more than $100 million.
I think,
but worth a lot of money.
UFC does a great job at making sure that all the cards, like all the fights on the cards, are getting the same love, so to speak. Like on boxing, no one knows what the prelims was on the Canelo, but on this, like we knew who these people are.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking at the card, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I don't know, it's just different. It's hard to compete, and I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. That boxing match before Column, I didn't know who those guys were.
I only watched the last 2 fights.
Yeah, I only watched Caleb Walsh and Vargas, and they did phenomenal. And then, of course, the Canelo.
Yeah, I don't even remember who fought before Caleb Walsh, but I
didn't
didn't
watch
know.
it.
I remember watching. I didn't know who they were.
I don't think anybody did, and I mean that respectfully. That's the hard part about boxing. Like our head coach Yogi was out there. He loves boxing, so he was there.
Yeah.
But like, that's about it. You know what I mean? Like he's going there because he loves boxing. But for the fight fans, they don't see what's
All
going
right,
on.
let's get this.
All right, here we go. The big enchilada.
If Font would have had better kicks, dude, it would have been easier for him to cut off Martinez. Like Martinez was doing a really good job circling left and right, and Martinez kept circling to Font's power, man. If he would have thrown that again, that cross kick, I know I'm a broken record sometimes when we're on here, but that cross kick when someone's in Southpaw and they're circling towards your power, like cut him off. See, instead of trying to throw your hands on him all the time, like your legs are much longer, you can cut him off, make him go the other direction. He keeps trying to run that way. So I wish Font had a little bit better kicks. He could have cut Martinez off a little bit better with that.
Also, when you talk about cutting people off and cutting off the octagon, Rampage, you were always pretty good at this, not standing right in front of someone, kind of giving them angles, giving yourself angles. What do you think the difference is between boxing and kind of MMA, mixed martial arts, but specifically in the UFC about angles?
Well, boxers, you could tell it's like second nature to them. When I was watching, Canelo and Crawford, it looks like Canelo, he demanded the middle of the ring for most of the fight. And it was just, he was better than that at Crawford, but Crawford like outboxed him everywhere else, right? So I feel like that's just second nature to boxers. But in MMA, I'm always like excited, like, oh, this guy knows how to cut off the cage. It's not like second nature. Everybody don't do it. Most time people follow them around. But I've always liked cutting people. I like stalking people. I like cutting them off. I enjoyed that aspect of fighting.
I was really impressed with Bud knowing that keeping the distance, keeping the range, and not letting Canelo get so close because Canelo's really looking for that one knockout power punch. He was able to kind of counter, react, be reactive on everything and anything Canelo threw at him. I was like, dude, for a guy who loves boxing and just fighting in general, and I'm not an analyst, I just love the sport and I love it as a hobby for training. I thought it was some of the most phenomenal technical boxing I've ever seen.
It was amazing, man. Because then, he did a good job keeping his distance in the first half the fight, and then, bro, he started beating him on the inside even. He started just manning up and almost proving a point.
Yeah, do you see that one part of the fight? I believe it was in the 6th round or 5th round. He stands right in front of him and doesn't back off.
6th round.
I was like, that. I got to pull it up.
Because Canelo had a pretty good 5th round, but then Crawford came out and stood his ground and did awesome in the 6th round and beat him on the inside, dude. Beat him at his own game.
What was your relationship again with Crawford?
My social media, a guy that was helping me with my social media, getting me sponsors and stuff, also was helping Crawford at the time. So when I was champion, I was hanging out with Crawford. We went to a Bulls game together. I trained at a gym that he was training at in Colorado Springs when I lived out there. So I've been around him a little bit. He's
a cool guy.
Super cool. He's just a down-to-earth, cool-ass dude. And he doesn't forget his roots. The same person he was growing up in, I guess, the hood, you'd say. He still is that. He's got a bunch of kids. He's a real good father. Really backs all their wrestling careers and stuff. All his kids are wrestling and stuff.
For real?
Yeah.
He loves wrestling.
Yeah,
too.
he loves wrestling.
He used to wrestle, huh?
I don't know if he wrestled, but he's got his kids wrestling.
I think I heard something about he wrestled a little bit before.
I don't know. He could. He's an ad. I watched him mess around at the gym when I was training down there in Colorado with some of his buddies. He can wrestle.
He probably wrestled, bro.
Yeah,
he might have.
See the Nebraska football team walking in with the Crawford tees.
Yeah.
What a support for their home team.
Hey, so do you guys think that this is a good idea for the UFC and boxing to be right after each other every weekend or every other weekend?
It.
You liked it?
We loved it as fight fans. That was amazing. Yeah.
But I didn't, if they're free, because I didn't watch the UFC until yesterday. I watched boxing I was hanging out with family on Saturday and I was able to watch the Netflix fight because it was later. But then I watched the UFC fight on Sunday.
So now we're going to jump into the Diego versus Jean Silva, one of the most insane, obviously Diego is one of our athletes. He's been supporting us for years.
Yeah.
He spent Christmas here. He spent Thanksgiving here. I spent 4th of July with this guy. Rampage asked him to stay at his house one time. He said, no, I'd rather get a hotel. But I think the great thing about Diego is he comes from this Brazilian background and then turned Mexico into his home.
Yeah.
So
I thought he was Mexican at first.
It looks like it.
That's crazy. Dude.
Yeah, when I first met him.
Yeah.
Well, we saw Jean Silva really say, I'm going to put the dirt on this guy's grave. We saw Jean Silva. Jean Silva smoked me right here, tapped me out. Then right here, he dropped me.
You deserved every moment of it.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this behind the scenes of Jean Silva. He made me suffocate. And then he made me bleed my own blood. And then he kneed me so hard, I almost died.
For this fight being short, I have so many notes, dude.
All right, let's jump right into it. So round one, we're going to pull up round one. I got it right here. And I think one of the most insane things, TJ, I'll let you kind of kick it off, was just the hype going into
You
this
started
fight.
from the beginning.
Yep. I think you ran.
I mean, the fight going from the beginning, yeah. I mean, just the hype and like them during fight week and talking shit to each other. Of course, that helps sell the fight. But just the way they fought too was crazy. Dude, Silva throwing that spinning back kick with no setup made it easy for Diego to take him down. Like, I don't know, no setup, just threw it, gave up his back. That dictated the whole first round, and I was super impressed with Diego's ground game. Like, for him to go from like, he would go, took the back, threw his hooks in where he's low on the hips. Then Gene would give up mount, and then for Diego to get on his chest and sit on his chest so high, and how well he was able to control him, very, very impressive. And then he'd roll back to his back, and he would sink back down again and throw his hooks in. I thought that was quite amazing, and you forget how good Diego's ground game is because he's got so much power in his hands, you know? Because his ground game's, watching that, his ground game's sick.
Yeah, but it looked like John Silva was not respecting Lopez's stand-up game at all.
Well, dude, in the second round, he was gonna. It looked like to me he was gonna finish. Like I thought Gene was gonna make a comeback and finish him. If I didn't know the results already, like I was like, oh shit, like Gene could have pieced him up, dude. He couldn't miss in the second round.
Yeah.
Like there was a point in time of the fight before he got finished, before Gene got overly aggressive and caught with that spinning back elbow, like he was piecing up Diego. He was catching with everything he threw.
Everything.
Like that front snap kick was sick. Like his combos were tight. Like, dude, Gene Silva's legit.
Legit.
Like, super good. Just got caught with the spinning back.
He just got caught. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
But you know, Lopez is a dog too. But
Yeah.
like we know, you just get caught.
Yeah. I will say this first round took a lot of energy out of Silva for the second round too. But Silva like is in good shape. Came out, was for sure winning the second round. Even though he gave up his back again in the second round, but was for sure winning the second round with the combos he was landing. And like I said, before he got knocked out, I thought he was going to finish Diego.
Yeah. Well, why do you think John Silva got so mad after the fight and trying to go after him? You know, you can't.
I mean, Diego went over to his audience. Look at Diego right here. This is Diego.
This is the control I'm talking about.
Yeah, let's go back to the move and then I'll answer your question. TJ, go ahead and break that down.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Over there?
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I was talking about earlier. How high he's sitting up in that mount and how good of control he has that's a hard control to be good at. And then look, and then he gives his back up and he sinks back down and puts the hooks back in. And now like he goes back over, he comes back up high. And if Gene Silva was taller, he might be able to hook his legs over him. But like he's squirming, he's scrambling, and Diego's doing such a good job holding him. That's crazy to me.
How much benefit do you think Diego got from training with David Taylor and basically all the wrestlers?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
When?
He's been with David Taylor for 2-3 weeks. That's where he did half of his camp.
Out in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the whole time.
That's cool.
Yeah, Jason House and Iridium and Jacob, they called me. They said, hey, Diego's going to go do a 2-week
Oh,
stint.
House manages Taylor.
David Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, not so much jiu-jitsu wise, and he didn't really wasn't like his wrestling was up. And David Taylor's going to show him wrestling, right? So I think it's just a cool experience and to realize the culture of wrestling and the mindset of wrestling.
Do we agree though? I mean, Diego's our guy. I love Diego, and I think Jen Silva is a phenomenal fighter. But do we agree that the fighting nerds are maybe getting a little bit too hard of a rap? I know all of them were like 22-1. Well, they were like 22-1 or whatever going into that French card. The France card, and then Kyle lost, Rufy lost, he lost, and now, people are kind of giving it to him, but they're facing the highest level of talent in the UFC now.
You lose.
Yeah,
it's like it's part of the sport, dude. Yeah. It's like whatever. They're gonna make
keep talking about how the falling nerds are falling off.
Gene
the
looked
nerds,
awesome.
Fighting nerds.
The second round, Gene looked fucking fantastic. I thought he was gonna put it on him, dude. Like especially after the first round, he got his ass whipped so bad. For him to come out in the second round, it looked so good.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I think the problem is like the team as a whole was undefeated for so long.
Yeah.
And you know how fans are.
Yeah.
So they was promoting it and saying that, and a lot of it came out like, oh, this team is undefeated, they're unstoppable and unstoppable. Then one by one, like you start losing, but the longer you fight, the more chances it is of you losing, right? So I don't think they're done or anything like that. I think they're going to come back strongly. The whole team, they're all great fighters.
Yeah, I think also the hard part is this is one of the first times in the last couple of years we've seen a team come into the UFC fighting with the same banner, the same flag, the same kind of morale, supporting each other, and they had this rise quickly.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the fighting nerds. That's why they were calling them the falling nerds. But I think all of them are phenomenal. I think.
Well, it's because they
this is the
just want to
highest
give
level
them
of talent.
shit because they were doing so well, right?
Yeah.
It's like everyone wants to bring you down a level.
Man, I love MMA.
Yeah.
I love MMA fans, but in America, I have to.
You guys are
be honest.
assholes.
Yeah, America are the worst MMA fans. I love all MMA. I love all Rampage Jackson fans, but
Yeah.
a lot of American fans are fair weather fans. I'm sorry, you lose one and they talk shit to you. And I'm not used to that because in Japan they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because I checked with like my Japanese friends. I was like, hey, what are the fans saying? They're like, oh, you had a good fight. You fought hard. What do you want? They said, we don't care if you win or lose, as long as you fight hard, right? That was a great fight. You can't
sick fight.
Sick fight. So you can't take away anything. Like one guy has to win, one guy has to lose. It can't be a draw every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, what do we think about John Silva? They're talking about that he needs to work on his ground game, but he's facing one of the, I would say, best jiu-jitsu players in the UFC.
I just think
Lopes.
Diego's really good.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say Gene's. Yeah, man, I think he's great. I think it was both these guys looked fantastic.
Now look at this fight. They was
Yeah.
going at it like it was
This
a
is
great
fight
fight.
of the year almost.
Yeah.
Jesus. It might be the fight of the year. That
Both
was
these guys
incredible.
look fantastic.
What do we think about Diego Lopez's striking, his ability to stand in the pocket and just take it? His chin is like, dude, I haven't seen anything like that this year.
He's got a good chin. You don't want to rely on it, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's unreal. There's the elbow.
I would say he needs some more speed,
Who does?
Diego.
Why is that?
Look how much faster Gene is, and just how he's kind of in the second round. He's kind of landing at will. So Diego's feet. The reason why Diego's got power, same thing as like Rampage saying when you have flat feet, like his feet are cemented in the ground. He's not really. Oh, see, he almost got dropped right there. His feet are kind of cemented in the ground. He's always gonna be right in front of you. He does like a boxing shell rather than moving his head. And I wouldn't say he's dramatically fast. He's tough. He's got power. He's got insane good grappling. He's a dog. He's gonna win. But see, he just got pieced up with 5 punches right there. Like this is where I was like, oh shit, Gene's gonna finish him this round.
Yeah, I think Gene thought he was going to finish him too.
That's
Is
why-
it Gene or John or Jan? What
John
the
Silva.
fuck? What the fuck is it?
Is it John?
We all three call him different shit. What the fuck is his name?
It's Jean, right?
But he is Brazilian, so he pronounces it different.
Yeah.
It's Guaraná.
Okay, Guaraná. I thought that he was going to. Hold on, his name not Guaraná. Silva. Silva thought that he was.
No, don't be calling him Silva. We have enough Silvas in this.
No, his
We got
Silva.
Anderson, Khalil, and
Yeah, I see
Jacob all
Silva. I
watching.
see Silva on
I
the
got
damn
Anderson
screen.
Silva staring at me.
I
through the
see.
glass.
I see Silva on the fucking
We got
screen.
a brand new cage here, fans. It's a
He-
30-foot pay-per-view cage that we bought for Hamza Chimaev. We got Silva's all training in the
He's
cage.
trying to make a point.
Thank you. Even
What's
Silva
what's
thought he was going to knock him out.
Yeah.
He was getting.
His last name Silva.
Thank you.
John Silva. Oh.
He was getting. Look, he was getting. What's the word I'm looking for? He was getting confident. Like you see him start.
He got overly aggressive because he thought he was going to finish him.
He thought he
Right? He
was gonna
saw it. He pieced him up. Was hitting him hard. Looked like he was going to finish him. Got overly aggressive, and it was just a well-timed spinning back elbow.
Yeah.
You know. But I think he rightfully got aggressive. I don't think he did something so astronomical. Like he was getting aggressive because he thought he was going to be able to finish him. He had him on the ropes. You know.
Do we see anything next that John Silva needs to work on going into his next fight?
It's just MMA, dude. I mean, the shit happens. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't say there's one thing. I mean, you always need to work. You always need to get better. But there's nothing I'm going to point out in this fight that's going to say, like, you need to do this because I thought he looked great. Diego's just a superb grappler. And took advantage of that in those situations. I thought he looked great.
I like to see a rematch.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
wow.
Hell yeah, I would too.
Yeah, I like to see a rematch down the line.
What-
That was the
Yeah, because they still don't like each other.
Don't we want to see the rematch though with Diego and Volk for the belt?
Sure. I mean, I like this fight, though.
Yeah,
Really?
I don't remember that fight. Now, was it a good fight?
Volk beat him.
Honestly, I don't remember.
I thought Diego was gonna win.
Right there, that elbow.
That's because he's your guy.
The elbow clipped him. Right.
Yeah.
On top of the head, cut him open
Yeah.
nasty too.
Yeah.
That's because he's your guy. That's crazy bar. That's a crazy bar.
Well, you
No,
said
it's
you
because
like,
I thought he was better.
he was not going to beat Volk.
What do you mean?
Like, okay, the same things I'm saying, like what he does now, his feet are kind of in the ground,
He was on a 5-fight win streak. Beat Ige.
but he didn't beat Volk. Like I'm saying,
Bro.
Volk's one of the greatest. He's got great motion. He's like moving angles, and Diego needs to learn a little bit more footwork, I believe, so to compete with
Bro.
Volk.
He's right. Volk and Musty is a beast, bro.
Volk's the nastiest, one of the nastiest ever. Hey, I have a question. Do you think Diego Lopez was cussing out Jean Silva's team in Spanish or Brazilian or Portuguese?
I don't know.
Wow, that's racist.
No,
bro.
because I don't understand. They were arguing about all
Well,
kinds
they're
of stuff.
very close.
They're very close.
the-
Portuguese and Spanish
they're
are
very
not,
close
not,
language.
not
Bro,
too far.
no. Go rewind. You said Mexican or Brazilian.
Did I?
Yep. You said, was he cussing him out in Mexican or Brazilian?
Did I really?
Replay.
Replay.
yeah.
I don't think I said that. Sometimes I say things. But look, I do want to say something. I don't know if you see, but one of the Fighting Nerds coach, I think it's the analytics guy. I don't know. I couldn't tell. I saw him yell at Jean Silva after Jean Silva hit Diego Lopes in the back of the head. Basically like, are you crazy? What are you doing? Like, don't make us look bad. And anybody who knows Jean Silva knows he is just a wild animal.
Yeah,
and I love him for that. But I think that, we do. We love his energy as fight
You
fans.
just call him a wild animal?
Isn't he? He's pretty wild.
He's wild.
Yeah, he's wild. He does what he wants when he wants to do. He reminds me of you, Rampage, just a little bit smaller.
No, I've shown nothing but sportsmanship inside the octagon. You never see me act like that.
I don't think he's talking about inside the octagon. He's just talking about.
Talking
like,
about in general, just
Well,
the
no.
night. He's always knocking out people and fans at restaurants.
No, I've never done that.
Okay, but look at right here. I just want you guys to see something. So he's bleeding. He's against the wall, against the fence. Diego's team is going absolutely insane. There's Jason House in the background. I'm about to make so much money. And then Diego walks over to talk to his team. And
oh,
and
Yeah,
John
you see
Silva
that.
gives him a
Yeah.
little jab.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he
John
pushes
Silva
him.
gave him a jab.
That's what I was talking about earlier. I was, but I jumped the gun.
Yeah,
My
I didn't
bad.
see that.
Yeah. Why you think he did that?
No, because they've been arguing about the coaches.
But the fight's over now, though. Like,
Because he went to his corner and he started saying stuff to the coaches.
no, that happened right after the fight, right
yeah,
here.
that was like right after.
that was right after they stopped it.
Before he walked up to
No,
him.
I think
That-
it was.
that- yeah,
I think,
that was
hey,
before.
Wayne,
That was
rewind it.
before.
Because I think, right, look, I just want to see John
Look,
Silva's
as soon
coach
as they
yelling
stop-
at him.
Well,
See, he walks over there, he
No,
yells
but
at
it already
the coach.
happened.
no, it had
No,
already
look.
happened.
Look at Cutman Tate trying to get involved. Look at, there's Tate trying to get involved. Somehow he thinks he's a
It
bouncer.
already happened at this point.
No, watch.
Yes.
No, it
No,
hasn't.
it had
No, it
already
hasn't
happened.
happened.
He's
Watch.
going to show a replay is what's going to show, dude.
Well,
Yeah.
Wayne's
It happened
out.
right after the
so
knockout.
right here, he knocks him out and he goes straight to John Silva's corner. Let's see this. So here's the order of events. John Silva gets
Hold on. We
We got to wait for Wayne to figure it out.
Wayne.
yeah.
Wayne, you're doing too much. You got everybody concussed. Sorry, guys. Our cameraman's all over the boards.
Now here you go, right
Okay,
here.
we
stay
go.
here.
we go.
Just
Here
stay
we
right
Stay
here.
here. Don't move.
See, watch this.
Done. Straight to the corner. Watch this. He throws his mouthpiece.
Hold on, Bear,
You're
you're
right.
right. Hold on.
Wait. Straight to the corner. Look at all the Mexicans are going crazy. I love it. Straight to the
Oh,
corner.
yeah,
Look.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he's cussing out the corner.
Oh, yeah.
God.
And he's
Gotcha.
saying, don't talk about my coach. I won't talk about
Oh,
your
yeah,
coach.
yeah, they
then he's saying,
argued,
I never
yeah.
said nothing about your coach. And he
Yeah,
said,
they
no,
argued.
all of you. Perete. Right? And then
He's
John Silva's
apologizing.
seen
He's
it.
apologizing. And
Probably. Look at John Silva sees it. Get away from my team.
Oh,
He flips the stool over.
Oh, okay, yeah,
he
you're
stands up. John Silva, boom,
Oh, Bear
the
was
jab.
right. Bear was right.
Yes,
for once.
sir.
Damn,
And then look at
Bear's
his coach.
never right.
Look at his coach. Sit down, John. Don't you dare do that.
Don't
Look
you
at that.
disrespect us like that.
God, I have it all.
But what you was wrong about, though, I think Diego was apologizing, like, oh, I'm sorry about all
He's
this
saying
stuff.
No,
Better
hell
than-
no, because he saw something. Gene saw something. Gene, Joseph,
Silva.
whatever. He saw something he didn't like.
Yeah, but he
I
probably
have
didn't
the
hear
tran-
what he
I have
said.
the translation because they texted it to me.
Cap.
What he said.
He said Jackson is the greatest podcast of all time.